Yeah, I like
Mm,
basketball player. So, yeah, so I also like
yeah.
playing basketball because I wanted to grow taller. Yeah, like yeah, when I
Yes.
see basketball player, yeah, they're so tall, you know.
Yeah. Like that's the thing. Like it's I'd say that helps you when you play basketball. That it's
Yeah, exactly.
you're a little bit taller, which is good.
Yeah, especially like there's a skill called dunking. You know, dunk, right? Yeah, and yeah, when
Yeah.
you're tall, it's easy to dunk. In basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and when you're tall, you get a lot of like chance, or yeah, you're really good. Like you can pick something up in the height. When it's
And there's lots of people though when they're 6 foot, 6'1", 2 who can dunk, and people say, "Wow, it's really impossible." But it's how good you can jump in the NBA academies in America.
yeah.
What the first test they get you to do is they put a line on a wall, and I don't know how high it is, and you have to be able to jump that. And if you
Oh,
can't jump that, it's one of the indicators that you won't get into the to get past the trials,
oh, I see.
because like you have to be able to jump a really high height.
Yeah,
To
jumping is really important in especially in baseball, basketball. Yeah,
basketball,
basketball. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, I
No, it
know.
is.
Yeah. So yeah, they
Yeah.
do like jumping tests. So if they can, reach that, then
Hmm.
they can, pass it. Like,
Absolutely.
oh, I see,
Yeah.
I got it. Wow, I think a basketball player I think it's quite a hard job. I think, they have to pass a
Hmm.
lot of, tests, and then
Hmm.
they have to be really, strong. Yeah, when like also in basketball, they do a little bit of body fight. Like they
Yeah,
jump,
yeah.
to
Yeah, and
keep
you need, yeah, sorry, go on
yeah
ahead.
yeah to protect the ball. Like so, yeah,
Hmm.
they just ram into you like to steal the ball
Yeah,
from you. Yeah, so you also have you must have a strong body, to keep
exactly.
to protect the ball. Yeah, I think yeah,
Yeah,
it's quite hard. They also have a lot of
absolutely.
tests, and yeah, they have to be tall, and they also injured a lot. Like they injure ankle a lot. Like
Yeah.
when they
Hmm.
jump and I think they injured their ankle a lot when they play basketball.
Yeah, I think so. And I think as well when they pivot, pivoting. Have when they're doing this movement, you have to
Yeah.
pivot your ankle. I think that's as well puts strain on the ankles. So, when they're landing and they're pivoting, they get prone. Like the good verb to use there is they're prone to ankle injuries. So ankle injuries basically are like common. So they're prone to ankle injuries. So it's like yeah, like it's tough now. Like basketball, especially like that upper body strength, as you correctly mentioned, David, is very you have to be very
Tough. Yeah.
tough. That's the word. You have to be very tough. Exactly.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah, it's
know.
not easy. It's not an easy sport.
Yeah, I know. They injure a lot, and they have to train a lot, and they also have a lot of things to do when if they're a basketball player. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
they
true.
play a lot of games. Basketball players play a lot of games. Like when you think about what there's about, say America, for example, there's like nearly 50 NBA teams, and they all have to play each other. So it's a
Oh,
lot of games. They're playing like every 3 4 days.
wow,
So
they'll be
it's a
really hard.
it's really hard on the body. So yeah, like I definitely think, wow, like that's not easy, not easy.
I know. Wow, that sounds so easy. That sounds so difficult. Yeah.
It
You know.
does, yeah, it definitely does. It has a little bit of difficulty to it, yeah. But
I know. Yeah, if someone
mm.
like recommend me a basketball player, then I don't think I'll be a basketball player. Like, that
No.
sounds so hard for me, especially for me. Like, yeah, when you
Mm-hmm.
play basketball, you have to be tough, and yeah, you have to have a strong body. But I'm not the kind of person. I'm not tough, and yeah, I don't think basketball is good for me. But yeah, but I'll
Yeah,
enjoy basketball for fun. Not like working as a basketball player, just playing for fun, like for
yeah.
hobby. Playing with
Hmm.
friends. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's it. That's what sports are all about. Is playing with friends and enjoying playing with your friends. And
yeah,
like sometimes in Ireland, there can be a big issue at kids like your age
yeah,
being pushed too much by like parents or coaches or teachers, and
yeah,
you're meant to enjoy sport. Sport is enjoyable. You're meant to love it. So like some parents or some people or
yeah.
some coaches, teachers don't understand that. They think that, you know, you're meant to be, you know, oh, you're going to be a professional, and you're like, oh well, I just want to enjoy playing this sport, you know. So
I
it's
know, yeah, sport is enjoyable. Sport is enjoying.
exactly,
Like, yeah, so
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah. If your dream is not a professional like player, then you have to enjoy it. Like, like no injure, and you
Yeah,
just all
yeah,
you need to do is just have a fun. Yeah, that's the most
yeah,
important
exactly,
thing when you play.
exactly. It's
Yeah, sports or
exactly.
things like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
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 actually, you
exactly.
know what? Like when I was young, yeah, my dream was to be like soccer player because when I was young,
Mm,
I really, I'm crazy about soccer. When I was young, I was crazy about soccer. Yeah, and then yeah, my dad said soccer play is really hard, and you also injured a lot. Yeah, so
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
after he said that, I just changed my dream. Like, nah, I don't want to be a soccer player. Because
Yeah,
it's really
yeah.
hard, especially like yeah, sports players really hard. Do you know that? Do you know it's
Yeah,
so hard?
yeah, yeah. And there's a lot of expectation, and they're very young as well. Like people forget, and you know, when you see like a soccer player or a football player who played a bad game, and the media
Yeah.
and newspapers and radio are saying how bad they were, you know, it's very tough for someone at 19, 18, 17 years, you know. Being talked about by everyone, so it's very, very difficult, you know.
I know it's really difficult. Yeah, so that's
Yeah,
why I don't want to be any like sports player, like soccer
yeah,
player,
yeah,
basketball player.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
like
what would you like to do, David, when you're finished, or what would you like to do?
yes, yeah. So like these guys are like Warren Buffett and I was like Bill Gates. Yeah, so I want to be a investor like Warren Buffett. Yeah, I want to invest in company and yeah, make money and then I also want to be a
Okay,
businessman. Yeah,
okay, very interesting. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah. I
yeah.
want
Like,
to. Yeah.
sorry, no, go on, you
I
finish.
don't know. You go on. Like yeah, that's all what I'm gonna say. Like yeah, I'm done. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
my talking
So
about.
what do you think of cryptocurrency? Have you got on top of that? So cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and all
Oh yeah,
these.
I've heard of Bitcoin, but I don't. I'm not interested in Bitcoin.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's a thing we call in English. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called there's a saying, if something is called a pyramid scheme. I'm gonna put this in for you. A pyramid scheme. So a
Yeah.
pyramid scheme. Have you ever heard of this phrase?
I don't think I've heard of this phrase. Like, what
Yeah.
is this?
So this phrase is kind of like to say like it's a scam. So like it's people who will ask you to invest money into something that will never progress. So say like someone said, David, um,
Yeah.
these microphones, they're going to be amazing, they're going to be incredible, wait till you see. You should put 100,000 US dollars into this, and
Oh yeah.
you say, yeah, okay, sounds good, looks great. 2 years later, how's
Yeah.
the microphones? No, they're still not going, but they're going to happen, don't you worry. That's a pyramid scheme. That's
Oh,
like
I see.
building something up, but it's closing in to nothing. So it's a cool phrase to have if you're ever talking in English to somebody that you're like, nah, man, that's a pyramid scheme, that's not going to work. So
Oh,
like
I
it's a
see.
nice
It's a good
phrase.
phrase. Yeah, I'll remember this. Like pyramid
Yeah,
scheme. Is it right?
pyramid
Pyramid.
scheme, pyramid scheme. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I
If
see.
you
It's like
look,
you're telling me. It's like that. Like so. Yeah. This so
exactly.
that microphone will work. A lot
Yeah,
in the future. But then yeah, after it's like 2 years, it's not working. Well, it's not
exactly,
working.
exactly, exactly. So if you Google it, actually, if you Google it, it'll give you a really good definition of it. But like, it's a good way. Like sometimes Bitcoin. The reason I mentioned it, sometimes Bitcoin is described as a pyramid scheme because we don't know if it's ever going to have extreme value in different currencies. So sometimes that's where that phrase would come from if something is not going to develop. You know.
Oh, I see. The phrase is like that. They said it's good, but it's not the level. Develop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like, look, if you ever want just a similar word, it's a scam.
Oh,
Have you heard
scam.
of that word? Yeah, like a
Yeah, scam
scam.
is like fake. It's
Yeah,
similar to
exactly,
fake.
exactly. Yes, yes.
Oh,
If
I see.
someone
Yes.
tries,
Yeah. Oh no.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'll start from breaking. Yeah. What you said. Like yeah. So you go on. Yeah.
No, sorry. Oh, yeah, yeah. Someone was trying to scam you. It's like they're trying to give you a fake or give you something like a fake product or something like that.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. They're similar. So promise, scheme, and scam are really similar. Like yeah. I can also use scam.
Exactly,
Oh, I
exactly.
see.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
So it's.
Yeah. Lots of people also like scam when they invest.
Mhm.
Like yeah. Please buy this. It'll work a lot in the future, but it's all
Mhm,
fake. Yeah, so you also
mhm,
have to be very like, yeah, you need to be very smart when you invest, and you also need a lot of knowledge as well. Yes, I
mhm,
think,
mhm.
yeah, when you invest you need to be smart. Like, also, like, reading book is really important, to be
Yeah,
smart, to be smarter.
yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely, I completely agree with you. Like, I think, like, then your knowledge, as you develop your knowledge and you develop, you develop your knowledge and develop your just how you do things or how you see things or anything like that. I think that helps. How would I say it? As you develop your knowledge and develop, like, you become more aware. That's what I was trying to say. You become more aware of things like that around you. You're like, okay, does that sound right? Does that sound good? I don't know. You become a little more aware, is the good word for it.
oh, I see. Yeah, become more aware. Yeah, like, I
Yeah,
think, yeah, yeah, my dad always said, like, yeah, reading. Yeah, so if you want to be an investor, you should be very smart. That means you have to read a lot of books. Yeah, so they will read a
yeah.
lot of books. Yeah, I'm reading a book, like, so I read one book in 2 days, but I think I have to read
Wow,
more to become smarter.
wow. And do you read them in English or do you read them in Korean?
Yeah, yeah. So I used to read in English, but these days I read in Korean because,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
it's quite difficult
It's
to read
hard.
in English.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's just getting that communication level that could be a little bit difficult, but like, it's great, like, because I'm a big believer in reading. I think
Yeah,
reading like it's not like, for me, like, it opens up the world for you and you learn new things about, if it's
exactly.
someone's opinion or a really good story or really broadens your mind, if that makes sense.
I know, yeah, reading books is really important. Yeah, like, as you said, I can, get someone's opinion and, yeah, how he
Exactly.
thinks. Yeah, I
Yes.
can also learn new things. Yeah, like,
Yeah,
reading
yeah.
books is definitely the best way to become smarter.
Absolutely. I'd have to completely agree with you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
oh, no,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Go on. No, no. Go on.
Yes, I was gonna ask, like, yeah, speaking of books.
Yeah, I like reading. I was actually having this conversation recently, actually, with another student. I was saying
Yeah.
I like reading autobiographies mainly. I love reading
Wow.
about people. So if it's
Oh,
like a sports star or a music star or a personality, I love reading because it's like you get into their mind.
yeah.
And then I love psychology books. I like psychology books too. So
Oh, wow.
like, I one of my favorite psychology books is he's kind of a controversial figure in America,
Yeah.
but it's Jordan, and it's hard language. In case you ever do try to read, but it's really good language if you really want to. So it's Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules,
Yeah.
12 Rules for Life, and it's a really good psychology book for like people, self-help or anything like that. So if you're feeling down, and he gives you good ways of like bringing yourself back up and how to live your life with a nice structured pattern to really help you. So it's a cool book.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Like, the title is really cool as well. So, yeah, Jordan
Yeah,
Peterson
yeah,
wrote
yeah.
this, and then, yeah, it's
Hmm,
called 12 Rules for Life. Like, yeah. So when
yeah,
you're like
yeah,
hard,
uh,
yeah,
yeah,
this
exactly.
will help a lot.
Yeah, yeah. He's kind of a controversial figure in America. He has opinions about he has lots of opinions about like
Yeah.
social issues like women in the workplace and things like this that he's very controversial for. But in saying that, if you take that away and kind of like don't mind his political views, his
Yeah.
like he is a psychologist, so his book is really good. It's really it's really good. It's very how would you say it, very inspiring is a good word. I
Oh,
would describe
inspiring.
it as inspiring.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
wow. I see. Yeah, this sounds really interesting. I think, yeah, I need to check that later.
Yeah, yeah. Like, see what you're thinking. It's a difficult read, but it's definitely a read worth. It's definitely worth reading, if that makes sense.
Oh, I see. Word reading. Oh, I got it.
Yeah. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. David, we've only 1 minute left. It's been an absolute pleasure to speak with you, and you've absolutely fantastic English for a 13-year-old. I can't get
Oh,
over it.
yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, but I still have a long way to go. Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
I need to be
yeah. Like
humble.
there's lots of things you can improve on, and lots of things we can move forward. If you'd like to do another session with me, just same again, jump into my reservations, and even if you want to focus on something like talk about an article or talk about a book
Yeah.
or something like that, like a summary of a book, just let me know and we can do that if you would like to do another session with me.
Yeah, like when I get a chance, like when I want to talk about something, like so, focusing. Yeah, then I'll definitely call you again. Yeah,
Brilliant,
to talk about
brilliant.
more specifically. Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah, it
Excellent.
was a really nice meeting you.
Same with you, David, and have a really good day.
Yeah, you too. Have a good day. Bye.
Brilliant. See you again. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye.